Hey there guys, PC Guy here, and this video is following up on the previous video that shows you how to find out what your top gear is from the gear that you actually have and what is the theoretical best. This video will be go about finding your stat weights, which is basically an amount of numbers that tells you which stats are the most important for you and which stat will give you biggest increase if you get more of that stat. Now, the easiest way to do this is via a couple of lightweight add-ons that I will show you. They're actually very easy to use, but could be confusing if you haven't used them before. Now, this combination will basically give you a handy tooltip like this here. As you can see at the bottom of the tooltip of the item, you have a small little line there telling you that it's a 15% upgrade, for example. In my case, if I had these shoulders in comparison to the shoulders that I have equipped now. This obviously does not account for the traits, that's a different story, but it gives you a good idea on other pieces, like for example feet, which are just straight up stat to stat comparisons. Now, there are a couple of add-ons that you need to do this. I'll show you how to get them. Head to curse.com, and the first one that you will need is Simulation Craft. If you have followed my previous video, you probably already have this one installed. It's a very handy add-on if you like to get the best out of your character and simulate what is the best combination of gear that you have and what exactly do you need to look for in terms of gear. Now, the second add-on, which is the one that actually gives you that tooltip, is Pawn. Now, it's also a very lightweight add-on. It's always kept up to date with the latest version. So go ahead and install it, and I will show you how to use it. Once those two add-ons are installed, just restart the game as usual so the add-ons can load, and go onto your chat and just type /cmc. Just like the previous time, you want to copy all the text it gives you and alt tab to your browser. Once you're there, go to raidbots as per usual, and this time what you want to go is here to stat weights. As you click here, it will give you a. You can either load from Armory, or the better option, in my opinion, is you can just load from the CMC option because it's a bit more up to date. Armory sometimes takes a bit to update. You can list the settings. That's the same that you used last time. One boss, 7 minutes, patchwork fight. If you're simming for Mythic Plus, you might want to change for something else like cleaving and multi-target. But I'm doing this more as a, let's say, a raid perspective. You can also enable or disable the Inzol option because of the set bonuses that only work in the raid. Um, Here, same for Uldir reorigination stacks. They're not really relevant anymore unless you're doing Uldir for some reason. But yeah, you can also sim with other options. I usually leave this untouched because you want to just have a general stat weights for your stats. In any case, go ahead and just click generate stat weights. As usual, you have to wait a little bit in the queue. It will be done in 3 minutes. Once your simulation is complete, you will be redirected to this page. Now here you can already tell what is going to be the biggest upgrade, weapon DPS, which basically translates to your weapon's item level. It's a direct relation, followed by mastery, agility, haste, versatility, and then crit. This is for my case with the gear I have and the specializations and talents that I have. What this means is that for each 1 point of mastery, you can expect a 2.57 DPS increase, and you can apply the same logic to the rest. Now, what you want to do to have it in-game where it's easily visible is you copy all this part to the clipboard. Then you go back in-game, and you just go and you type /pawn. This will open up the pawn window. Now, there's a number of settings of basically preset uh, stat weights there, but usually the default ones, they're just general. They're not ideal for each person. It will depend on the gear that you have, and some of them are not even right from the get-go. Now, once you get here, what you want to go is here to weights. Once you go, actually, sorry, you want to go here to scale. Then you go click import, you press Ctrl V to paste the scale that you had, and now the scale that you just simulated is here in the game. Now let's see if it affected the items that I was showing you and how much they were an upgrade. They used to say 15% for the shoulders. They still say 50% because my stat weights were up to date. But What it means is that as whenever you do get an upgrade and you equip it, your stat weights will change because the amount of mastery or crit or whatever that you had that was used to calculate the previous stat weights, it has changed. So they need to be recalculated to see how much you had and what is ideal for you now with the items that you have. Same story if you've changed the talent, your stat weights might change. So if you really want to keep your preview of what an upgrade an item will be up to date, then you need to simulate often and update your stats weights often. Now, this is specifically handy for example, if an item drops and none of your raid members need it, and you want to bonus roll, or you want to roll on it, or you want to bonus roll an item or something, then you kind of need to know if it's worth going for it, if it's going to be even an upgrade in the first place. And if this gives you a good preview if it is, and what you should be aiming for in terms of acquiring new gear. Now, this has been Ethic PC Guy. I hope this information has been useful for you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next WoW related video. Have fun!